Hello, crazies, and welcome to another book review. I'm just going to get right to it, and this is Tithe, a modern fairy tale by Holly Black. I'm going to read the back, so this is the first installment of a modern fairy tale. Welcome to the realm of very scary fairies. 16-year-old Kay is a modern nomad, fierce and independent. She travels from city to city with her mother's rock band until the autonomous attack forces carry her back to her childhood home. There, amidst the industrial, blue-collar New Jersey backdrop, Kay soon finds herself on an unwilling pawn in an ancient power struggle between two rival fairy kingdoms. A struggle that could very well mean her death. Interesting concept. This is the very first fairy novel that I've read. I'm currently reading Wicked Lovely, and I'll definitely say Wicked Lovely. I started reading it, and I actually kind of like that one a whole lot better than this. I think it's just the writing style flows a little bit better. This was good, and what hooked me in was the prologue, with her mother being a rock band and her being a teenager that basically dropped out of high school. It's interesting. And it also takes place not in like our time, like it's more in the 90s where people did drop out of school and cell phones weren't real popular. They were just getting started. Internet wasn't wireless or high speed, it was dial up. And I like that. And main character know if being a fairy novel, no main character don't become a fairy. It's like that's almost guaranteed in almost any fairy novel. The main character somehow, some way becomes a fairy. I'm not going to tell you how she's a fairy, but that's not really a spoiler. It's a fairy novel. We know the main character is going to become a fairy or imprisoned by the fairies or somehow part of the fairy ward. So, she could see fairies. Ever since she was little, she always saw fairies. Even at age 16, she still could see fairies. So, the writing style, she could still see fairies. So she always could see fairies. And she basically becomes this unwilling pawn between the Seelie court and unseelie. I probably said it wrong. And basically just a power struggle. That's really this whole novel is basically one big power struggle between the two courts for dominance over the solitary fairy, which is basically the fairies that really don't belong to any one court. It's by themselves. So that's the gist of this whole thing. And Tithe is basically sacrifice that they use to bind the solitary fairy to the unseelie core, I believe. Good though. I gave this a 2-star. I might have reread this, and I might give it a higher stars, but right now it's a 2-star. I give it 2 stars, but I still want to read the series. Because the last chapter, actually, I was thinking of the last 2 chapters. Last 2 chapters really did it for me. Really made me want to continue the series. So, it may have a low rating in my mind, but I still want to read it. Continue the series and see if it gets a whole lot better. I think what really got me and really it really wasn't the language. There is some language, some very descriptive scenes that I probably wouldn't want to read about. But it wasn't all that. It wasn't the obscene language or scenes. It was the writing style. It was just the writing style was a little weird. And knowing I like weird, but this one is just it just kind of didn't flow together too well. Like it still had a good plot and good story. Just the characters I didn't like. It's just like it really didn't all mesh together well, in my opinion. like I said, this is my opinion. So that basically made me have to drop it down to a 2. Maybe after rereading, maybe I catch on to something and go, and then I go, okay, this is a 3-star. But I definitely want to continue the series. I urge you to give this book a chance, but you might want it to be more of a short lease, as you might not like it. But for my first fairy novel, it was actually very good, and I wouldn't mind actually reading some more fairy novels. Like I said, I'm reading Wicked Lovely, and I might actually go get the Iron King. I don't know when I get the Iron King, but I probably will get me the Iron King, the Iron Daughter, all those series. Because I don't mind reading those, but that was Tithe by Holly Black. It's not the best, but it's not the worst I've read. And I want to read the series, or continue the series, unlike Wicked, Witch and Curse. That's my other 2-star rating, and that one I read, and I just don't want to continue the series. It just didn't give me the drive and push to continue the series. Tithe did, so I urge you to give this a chance. I know I said that before. Give this book a chance, but like I said, be very skeptical. It may not be for you. This may not be the right novel for you. You may not like it, you may like it. So it's definitely one of those toss-up. So, Tithe by Holly Black. I am Most Crazy. Signing off. Goodbye.